Hello and welcome everyone. In this lecture, we are going to cover questions on linked list. So the first question is to write a program to reverse the linked list. So reverse the linked list, we need to reverse the whole list. So basically in this given example, if the list nodes are 1, 2, 3 and 4, then we have to invert it and then 4, 3, 2, 1. So now node, okay, so first C++. So what we have to do is to invert the linked list. Let us take a pointer node which is current, that will point to head, or node pointer previous, that will point to null. So now we will iterate to all the values. Then what we have to do is to change the, okay, so first we will create a next pointer. Next pointer will point to the next value of current. Now, so what we are doing, we are changing the direction of the pointer from next to previous. So in the case when the current was pointing to the next, then we are shifting that pointer to the previous value. Now once we have done that, we need to change the previous to current and the current to the next node. And at the end, we will simply return the previous value, because in the end value, when this current pointer has gone and become null, then the previous value is actually the last value we required. Yeah, so we are getting 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now the first question is completed. Let us go and check the second question. In this question, we have to reverse a linked list in group of given size. Let us see the example. The example is 1, 2, 2 and 4, then 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what is happening here, in the size of k, where k is equal to 4 in this case, these 4 are reversing and then pointing to the next value. So we are going to create a new function because we want 3 value: head pointer, previous pointer and the k. So what we are assuming, say for in this case we have already inverted this and got the previous value, which is going to be first one. Now what we want here, so basically in this case, when head pointer becomes null, we are simply going to return it back. Now what we want is first create a loop, take a node pointer that is equal to current and it will point to the head while current is true and count is less than k. Int count is going to be 0 here. What we are going to do is we will reverse the linked list this way, and also we are going to increase the count. So we are going to do this 4 times. Either if this becomes null or count becomes greater than or equal to k, we have to get out of this loop. So we are going to invert our loop that much number of times. Now every time what we want is to return simply the previous value. Okay, so we are going to make it a recursive function. What we are going to do is to call it again. Now in this case, what is happening, so our current pointer here will be, in this case, when we are iterating from here to here, first this jump, then this jump, then this jump. When the current has come here, it will break out. So we will pass current, because now current is simply the new head. We are going to actually pass our previous, and in the end, we have to call our reverse function with the head pointer, null pointer and k. That will be the return value. What is happening here, when the head is changing, we do not need to pass. So in the base case, if we are not having any head value, like head is null, then we simply return null. And in the other cases, we are going to do the same iteration. But here, at the end of this loop, once this 4 has been iterated, the head is, this one is still the head. So this head next will be now the reverse of the next values. So by this way, we can do it and then return the previous one. So here, now previous, in the first case is going to be this is going to be head. So we have got the correct answer. Now it's time to solve the third question. We have to detect a loop in a linked list. Given a linked list of n nodes, the task is to check if the linked list has a loop. So to check a linked list has a loop or not, what we basically do is we iterate to all the values with two pointers method, and the first pointer will move twice the speed of the second pointer, and if both of them, if there is loop present, what will happen, they will meet at some point, and if this condition is satisfied, then there is a loop. So node pointer fast is going to be head and pointer slow is also going to be head, while fast and slow, while both are true. Also fast next is true because we are going to jump it by 2, speed of 2. If fast equal to slow, then we have to return true as return. So not else, because we are not inside the loop. Else for this case, what we have to do is fast will move by 2 speed. So fast is now equal to fast next, and slow will be equal to slow next, because it is moving only one step. So for the base case, if there is no head, then simply return true, or also for the case when there is only one value, there is not of head or next. So basically what we have done, the concept here is simple. We have to iterate fast and slow pointers. We will move the fast pointer 2 steps and slow pointer by 1 step. First, in the case if there is only no value or only one value, then we will return false, because this case are going to be the base cases. But in other cases, we will iterate the loop. Fast will move by 2 steps, slow will move by 1 step, and fast next. So we have to check there is a value fast next, then only we can move by 2 steps. If fast is the last value, then we cannot move by 2 steps. So this condition we will get out of the loop. At any point while looping, if fast becomes equal to slow, we simply return true, else we have to return false. We have done this question. Delete loop in a linked list. So what now we are going to do is nothing else but simply we have to find a loop. If it is present, we have to remove the loop in the linked list. First, we will iterate. Now once we have found that there is a loop, right? Then in that case, we will check if fast is equal to slow. That means yes, there is a loop present. We will create a node that is equal to, so we will now point this slow pointer to head pointer. Now if slow is equal to head, what we mean, once we have fast, that means the head is itself the first pointer. So what we will do, we will move the fast pointer until fast next not become equal to slow. What we will do, we will simply move the fast to the next step. Else what we will do, we will simply, while fast not equal to slow, fast next is not equal to slow next, what we are going to do, slow will move slowly by 1 step, and fast will also move by 1 step. Then at the end, what we will do, fast next will simply point to the null pointer, and it will Okay, so we have got correct output in this term. Oh, sorry. So now we are going to do the next question. In this question, we want to remove duplicate elements from the sorted linked list. So we are given a sorted linked list. What we want to do is to remove the duplicate elements. When this is true, in those cases, what we are going to do, if current data is equal to current next data, in that case we're simply going to current next will be equal to current next and current temporary will be the current next, and current next will be the next of the current next, that is equal to temps next. Now we will simply next is equal to null. So we have removed both the both the relations, this and this, for the case of 2. Else, if that is not the case, then current will simply become current's next value. That means if the data, say for example here 2 and 2 are same, so here current is here, current next is here, so current data is equal to current's next data. So in that case a temporary node will be created that will point to here at 2. Now current next, this will be stored in our temporary, and this bond will now shift to this 4, this 2 will point at 4, and in this code this bond will be broken to null, so it will be removed. Now 2 is pointing to 4 and 4 is pointing to 5. As in other cases, we are simply required to return the head that was Let us see what this question is asking us. Add 1 to a number represented as a linked list. A number n is represented in linked list such that each digit corresponds to a node in a linked list. You need to add 1 to it. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it is going to need 2 functions. First is, so we will have to implement the reverse function. Now this has now become the head. So what we have done, we have simply reversed the linked list. So now our linked list will look like 6, 5 and 4, because we are going to iterate from the previous. Why so? Because once we add it, say value, any value, then this is added to it, and if it is more than 10, the carry forward goes here. So we have to do it in reverse order. That's why we are doing a reversal. Now what we do, once we have reversed it, we will add 1. Okay, so to add 1 to the head, what we are going to do, take a node pointer that is runner, that will point to head. So we will check it again. Right now what we are implementing is equal to initially 0. For the first case we are going to check. So carry, what we want is runner data is equal to runner data plus 1. Now runner, so carry will simply become runner data %10. So say example it is 9, 10, 20, 11, 10 or something, and runner will itself pick runner data will simply become runner data divided by 10. Oh, sorry, we are doing it wrong. Here it will be %10 because runner data will be the remainder, and this will be divided by 10. Now, while we are having carry, so what we will do, and carry and also runner, because we are using runner. So runner will simply move to the runner. Now once we move the runner ahead, next, so we have moved the runner ahead, we will check if it is existing and carry is there. So what we will do, we will do the same steps, these steps, and we will also iterate this one more time. So now it will iterate again. Runner will do runner data will add so this will be carry. Now whatever we are carrying, this will be carry. Now the carry will become runner data divided by 10. Runner data will become this, and so on. If runner carry becomes 0, we do not need to move forward, and check it also if there is no next value. So if carry, what we are going to need, we will have to create another node. So we will have to check how it is implementing the node. Okay, so simply by giving the data. So if there is carry, even after we have iterated till the next value, and not of runner, that means we are having carry but not runner. In that case, what we are going to do, runner will now become, so by this way we have taken our runner to the end value. Now we need runner is the end value. Next, we will add a new node of data equal to carry, and then simply this will add the carry function there. Again we will need to reverse the head and return it. So what all the things we have done, we have implemented the reverse function. We have to call it first. So head will now become reverse of the given head. So once we have passed the head here, it will reverse and give the previous, so the new head will be passed to it. The reversed head, it will do all this functionality, and then again reverse it and return back our value. Now we will submit it. In this case, we have done here, we could have also done the part of 1, because 1 is going to be added. So much iteration was not required if we have stored it in a previous. So here previous will simply be runner, and runner will move forward. Now what we will do, we won't be using this much, simply previous next is equal to new node, and then reverse it. So this has been sorted now. Okay, so our solution is correct. After this much modification, the extra part which we didn't require, we have cleaned that. In the next lecture, we are going to cover few more questions from linked list. Keep learning, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.